You've gone to therapy. You've done the work. Then why are you not feeling the best version of self? What's missing? Hello, I'm Caterina Smillie. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, it's great to have you. If you're returning, it's good to see you. What is it that's missing? What have you not covered as to why you're not the best version of self? Yes, it's absolutely normal for our emotions to go up and down. Very much like a heartbeat, right? Our heartbeat goes up, down, up, down. That's our emotional. That's a healthy emotional balance. That is how we are. That's experiencing life. When we have a challenge, we go down. When we've jumped that challenge, we go up. Yeah? That's absolutely standard. But for some of you, you may have really at a point where you feel lost. You physically do not understand why, after all the therapy you've gone to, all the personal development you've done, you've gone to different mindset coaches, and just maybe you're still not feeling that internal happiness, that deep internal happiness. You've come across this video for a reason. And maybe it's because I'm able to offer you a perspective that you've not been shown before. Most of personal development therapists, a lot of, mindset clearly is all working within this space, yeah? So we're really speaking about what we've endured, maybe even speaking about how we feel about it. But are we really addressing and lifting up all the emotional attachment to what you've endured that we've pushed into the suppression bucket throughout the years? Ask yourself, when you were going to therapy, do you feel that you could feel all of that pain attached to whatever you endured come to the surface? Were you able to process that emotion? Yeah? This is partially connected to the inner child. And the link is up above where you can link on that. And I did a video on the inner child and how to connect with the inner child. And it is so practical that the results of so many people that have watched it are really absolutely now understanding what's been missed within their healing journey. Yeah? And maybe this is something that will assist you. It's so important that when we're healing, not only do we need to heal the event and speak about what we endured, we need to also bring up all the emotion of how we felt in that moment. That needs to present itself in order to heal. Yeah? Now, if you've done all the work, I'm going to give you a practical, not a tool, but I'm going to give you something practical for you to contemplate and to question yourself with, a practical question, which is going to indicate whether you really have healed all the emotion attached to it. So I want to ask you this. If you're reflecting back to certain things that you've endured, can you feel emotion with that? Meaning anger, hate. If whatever you've endured was from someone else, what emotion do you feel towards that person? Now, I'm not implying that you must forgive. What I am saying is almost that person, you must have a neutral, that's it, just be neutral about that person. There is no emotion, it's just neutral. We can never forgive or excuse, yeah? I'm not going to say never forgive, no, wrong, delete that. We must not excuse someone's behavior, and that's really hard, yeah, to excuse. We don't need to excuse it. What we need to do is release all the emotional attachment to it and that person. Because what if I said to you, why you still have an emotion to that person and you're not neutral? That person still impacts your life today. Therefore, they're able to still manage your emotions. That may seem really difficult to understand, and I hope that I've said it clearly. But I'm going to really share the way that I healed from what I endured. I woke up one morning and it was probably about 4 years after I'd left my ex-husband. And the realization came, oh my gosh, why I still hate him, oh, the anger, all the emotions towards him, he still controlled me. I use those words because they were impactful. Now I don't like the word control, but it was able to shift me. That realization was, oh my gosh, I wasn't happy that he controlled me for 23 years and I left. I've left and he's still controlling me 4 years after. What the hell? And that was in the moment I went, what are you doing? You've healed all that. No, I hadn't. To verbally say, oh my gosh, to have that realization in that moment, oh my gosh, he still controls me. What the? And I took a step back and I went, not anymore. I'm going to release all my feelings about him, become neutral. Therefore, I now manage my emotional state. Because as much as many of you may believe that it's only when you think about it that it makes you feel like that, that's not truth. What if I said to you that anger sits still here, right? We haven't thrown it out. And so if someone was to treat you or to say things, I'll speak to me, that was similar to my ex-husband, oh my gosh, that rage would just rise to the surface. Oh my gosh. And I remember it. And how was that serving my relationship, my current relationship with Darren? It didn't take much to trigger it. So some of you may be wondering why you're getting angry or why you're feeling this way. Just maybe because that control is still there. But you believe, and rightly so because you've done the work, that it's gone. But if any past trauma that you've endured or anything you've endured, circumstances, experiences, events, whatever it is you've endured, if you still have such a deep emotional reaction to it, you have not released the emotional attachment to that event. That's your indication. And so that is what needs to be healed. All of that emotional pain that was attached to it. It's amazing as to, so many people I see just do not understand. They've done the work, they've invested, and it saddens me. People invest the time. And it's unfortunate that component gets missed. I'm not saying for everyone. I'm saying for the people that I see. And maybe some of you out there have gone, oh my gosh, yeah, I've gone to therapy and I'm still not feeling good. This old story, this old thing that I've been carrying, this past trauma, still comes into my thoughts. Why? Because there's still the unhealed emotion attached to that story, still sitting in here. And so until that surfaces and throws out, it will continuously keep coming up throughout the years. You may not agree with this, absolutely respect it. That's your perspective, and we are all entitled and allowed to have our own perspective. I hope that it reaches some of you to question and go, oh my gosh, maybe this is the missing link. Because we all deserve to have internal happiness. And the ultimate way and ultimately the only way to find that is to release all our past emotional trauma attached to the traumatic events we endured. I hope you gained something from today. Remember, you matter. You matter. You are your most valuable asset. So invest in you every day. I want to thank you for spending your time with me, as I absolutely respect your time is valuable. So thank you. If you got value out of this video today, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and also click on the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload tomorrow's Cats Coaching. So for today, take care of you.